your brain is important to the functioning of everything that you do, and not the least of which is your behavior. So very often people after a head injury will have behavioral changes. They won't be able to do what we call executive functioning correctly. They won't be able to go to school like they did before, or if they were a banker, they might not be able to keep track of the figures or the appointments that they had, or if they're a real estate agent, they might not be able to keep track of all those houses they have for sale. And all those things are very important because it impacts on the long term on someone and on their ability to work and carry on their life as before. All kinds of things can cause brain injuries. You can have a child who falls off a bicycle and hits his head on the curb, or a child using a skateboard, hits his head on the street. You can have a baby fall out of a high chair and incur a head injury. People who've been injured at construction sites, cranes hit them, car wrecks, truck wrecks, anything can cause a head injury. With a traumatic brain injury case, no matter whether it's in Rhode Island or Texas, the lawyer has to have a very clear understanding of the kinds of damages that will be incurred by the person and the family over years, oftentimes. So not only in the acute phase we want medical expenses and future medical expenses and the cost of therapies, etc. Oftentimes with brain injury, people's behavior is affected, and so they may have violent outbursts. They may not be able to live in society. They may need somewhere to live for the rest of their lives that's a safe environment, and the lawyer has to be aware of that and ask for that in terms of damages. It's a very large responsibility for a lawyer to represent a family, whether it's in a brain injury situation, medical negligence, but whatever the case may be, it's that family's one chance to have someone take responsibility for the damages that have been incurred by that family. And for me, it's very important. I have another case next month or next year or whatever. These families, that's their life that we're handling as lawyers, and it's very important.